Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. I'm Aaron Lewis and today we will be doing an update on my fish room, which is technically my bedroom, but I've had to change a couple things around in the room to be able to fit this huge terrarium here behind me into the room. It is an enclosure for my bearded dragon Xena, which is currently sitting on her log. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it in the shot, but members have already seen what the room looks like a couple weeks ago, just because they are members. So if you guys do want to see content first before the general public does, make sure you do become a member and I'll see you over there. But let's get stuck into the room tour. I will flip the camera around and we'll just do a quick walkthrough of what the room looks like. So this is currently what my fish room / bedroom looks like. A couple things have changed. First off, we will address the wardrobe situation. So originally this was a whole wardrobe, it had doors on it. So to make more room in my bedroom, I just took one of the doors off and I put it in our spare bedroom. They were all mirrored doors, so I've just managed to put it away. It actually looks quite nice where it is now. But I did that so we could fit the fish tanks in the wardrobe and I would still be able to watch them and look at them and just make sure everything was okay. I obviously could have left the doors on at the end of the day, but I really like watching the fish tanks. That's really the purpose of having fish tanks, isn't it? So you can sit back, relax, no matter where you are in your room, and just be able to admire the work that you've created. So not much has changed in here. We still had the guppy tank, the female betta fish, which her fins are filling out amazing. They're pretty much nearly grown back. Oh, I bumped the stand there, but her fins are nearly grown back. All the shrimp are doing amazing in this tank. And this is just a platy live tank. As you can see here, we actually have our first baby fry. There'll be another video on that very soon. I'm actually extremely excited about that because I'm surprised it's managed to survive all the fish that are in there, especially the little fighter fish that we have here. The only problem with this layout is, as you can see, we do have a nano aquarium in this hole here, but the desk sort of juts out a bit. So in order to clean the tank, I sort of have to go in and around here and fiddle a bit, but at the end of the day, it still looks alright. I can still clean the aquarium quite well. I can see the fish, so I'm perfectly happy with it. We have the half moon female here, the mustard one, which her fins are growing back nicely too. And as you see, we just have a little shrimpy on the filter back there. The Colombian female betta, she's still doing well. She's actually swimming a lot better now, so I'm wondering if her back fin has healed. She's managed to now be able to sit up on the water. Previously, she'd sort of float around on the bottom of the aquarium, but she's doing quite well now, so I'm quite happy about that. I definitely won't be putting any of these three females back into the sorority tank, just because I feel like everything's sort of fitted out well in there now. So I'm very pleased with how it's all turned out in there. But we just have the yellow one in here. He's doing an amazing. So my plan for this sort of section of the room here is my mum is actually going to paint a nice painting that will go along the whole length of this wall. It'll have my two angelfish up there. Pretty much just how it'll just be painted on fish and a nice background similar to this, I'm hoping. Because I do really like that sort of look of a painting, the simplistic, naturalistic sort of look, and that's what I'm sort of going for in that bit of the wardrobe here. So once that's done, I will do a little bit of an update on that. But I also plan on getting another Petworks aquarium exactly like this and putting it here, just because now I do have that little bit of an extra space in here for it. So I will be doing that, and I'll probably get another little female fighter fish from 7 Fishes to put in there, or if any fish need to be taken out of there. But as I said just a second ago, everything's gone amazing in there, so I'll probably will just buy another one. But I really want to try some Blue Dream shrimp, so that will be one of the things that will be going in the tank when I get it. That will be coming very soon. I'll be doing a whole aquascaping video of it, which I don't actually do a lot, but I do want to do it for this one because I have a really neat skate plan for it. And if we just move over to this bit of the room, not much has actually changed over here. It should, I think, still look as what it did in the previous video. But we just have the sorority tank. Oh wait, I think the sorority tank was actually over there, wasn't it? Yeah, I think it was. So it has changed a lot. I've had to move it over here, but everything's going absolutely amazingly in here. You can see all the fish are beautiful. Not many fin nippages either, which I'm actually very surprised about, being that I did add a lot of female fighters, but it appears the method of adding more female fighters to the aquarium has actually helped dial down the aggression within the tank, which is really good. And the rummy nose tank with the algae eater and wild betta fish are actually doing quite well too. There's the algae eater back there. Same thing, I don't really see the wild fish in here quite often, but I know they're still alive because whenever I do feed the little bloodworms from Hikari, they do come out and nibble at them. But everything's going well in that tank, and we just have all the fish food, the chemicals, the pH up and everything just sitting on this rack here. This rack used to be over near the window over there, but I decided to move it over here. Also because when this door opens, it was able to hit right into the tank. So we originally had this door stop here, but I like the extra security of also having the door stop, but having this rack here now too. And it also makes it easier to access because pretty much all the stuff that use this the most is the nano tanks and this boy here. So that's why I moved that over here too. Not much has really changed over here, just all the tanks that were on this rack, which was pretty much here, have been moved into the wardrobe. But these fish are doing quite well too. Where is the little half moon guy? There he is, just on the side of the tank. I actually just completed a water change on all my nano aquariums, so they do look nice and clean for you guys. I scrubbed all the glass back so you guys could see in there. We just have some pothos plants coming out of this Voss water bottle back here, and we just have I believe it's a money bamboo plant just here, and I'm hoping that will grow up and eventually sprout over the tanks, but I'm hoping that it'll eventually just be all pothos here, so it just looks very naturalistic. I really love live plants, especially pothos, because they grow so well in sort of any environment, and they also do extract nitrates and stuff from the water, which is an extra bonus. But little koi one's doing well in here, as you can see. No fin damage or anything, but his tank's looking well. I wish the plants would grow a bit faster. I feel like I'm maybe overdosing on fertilizer and it's not doing too well. I don't know if you can overdose on fertilizer, but these plants here aren't doing too well. The plants back here are sort of turning a yellowy color, so I'm gonna have to do a bit more research on plants. I've thought I had aced it all, but clearly not. This tank hasn't been growing for a while now. It could be the little apple snail, mystery snail that we have up here eating the plants, but I'm not too certain. He seems to just be eating the algae off the glass, which he's doing a somewhat okay job on. But if we just turn over here, you will see the big giant 40-gallon tank. This boy will always stay here just because it would absolutely be a pain to move this tank, because it is very heavy, because it's very thick glass, as you can see here. And the stand itself is not the sturdiest of stands. Like, once there's weight on it, it's sturdy, but if you were to move it with the tank on it, it'd just be a bit risky. So I'm not the strongest of people, so I would definitely need 2 more people to help move this tank, just to make sure we support all the corners. And I don't really know many people, so I find it safer to just leave it. Eventually, when it does come time to move it, I probably will just get a whole new aquarium, actually, because I want to get an aquarium with a top on it, just because I don't really like looking at that. It looks quite messy to me, and I'm not a fan of the new style of lights that are coming out, how they're thinner. It just looks quite weird to me, being on a big aquarium, just having that thin strip at the top. I know they're trying to do it to maybe make it look more sleek, but me personally, I like the sort of beefier lights like this one up here. But this light, unfortunately, isn't strong enough to be on a deep tank like the 40-gallon here. But everything is going well in this tank. I swear, every time I fill these angelfish, they're actually getting bigger. But the crebensis are doing beautifully. There's the female. Where's the male? I actually don't... Oh, there's the male right there. The male's doing well. And I've also added the apistogramma. He's doing well. There is one of my hillstream loaches, just cleaning the algae off the rock. I do plan on actually getting maybe a couple bristlenoses for this aquarium, just because I find that the hillstream loaches struggle with the glass a lot. But when I had a bristlenose catfish in here, the glass always looked pretty spot on. So I feel like if I add 2 bristlenoses, the glass will always look awesome. I might actually order some from Keeping Fish Simple because I've noticed that he has peppermint bristle noses for actually a really good price at the moment on his website, which in Australia I actually don't see peppermint bristle noses that much. And I've always wanted to keep them just because they do sort of look like the galaxy to me, how they have the white spots and the black body. And I just feel like they look really sick in this aquarium. I do need to scrape this side of the glass. It took me like 15 minutes to scrape all the algae off this side. As you can see, it's nice and clean, but if we move over to this side, you can see the algae that is all on it, and it's very gross. I actually just use a metal scraper and just get in there with my fingers and hand just to scrape all the algae off, just because it is a lot easier than doing it with the black scourer thing that you get with the aquarium cleaning products. Last but not least, the whole reason why we had to move the whole room around was to fit this big giant enclosure in for my new bearded dragon. She's just back there on the log. Now, I've just figured I wasn't going to buy this like another couple months, 6 months probably, just because I really didn't have the money, but I decided that she really needed her big enclosure now. She absolutely loves this enclosure. I do not regret getting it in the slightest. I've had no problems with the loose substrate sand bottom. I've actually seen her on the bottom. She never licks at it. If I drop a cricket in there, what she'll actually do is sort of prance up on the top of it. So the mouth is like this, and she'll pick it up like this. So she doesn't actually ingest any of the sand or bark that is on the bottom. So she is a very smart beardie. I definitely won't have any problems with impaction, I don't believe. But I do plan on still doing the live plants and everything in there, making a bioscape for her. But that will definitely be probably in like 7 months time, because that will cost a lot of money just with the substrate, the plants and everything else that I plan on doing. Rock work at the back, on the back wall, so she can climb up it. It will cost a lot of money, so I do want to get my savings back up for that, but it will be coming, don't stress. I definitely do plan on doing a bioactive, but it's pretty much the same sort of stuff that we had in the smaller tank, just more plants. You have these big plants here, which he absolutely loves to lie on and fall asleep on. We have a night heat lamp, which is just there, and that will only turn on if the enclosure gets below 24 degrees. I have it set. Now, I have that set purely for while she's sleeping, because bearded dragons, they like to be hot throughout the day, but cold-ish throughout the night, because in their natural environment, it's not just 40 to 35 degrees throughout the whole day. It does go down a bit when it comes nighttime. So that's why I do have that there. It's only set to heat up to 24 degrees, so if it does drop, it will turn on. But we also have a heat lamp, which I actually bought a new one. It's a bigger dome one, just so it can stretch out more of the tank, and just a new UVB light which stretches the whole of the tank, so no matter where she is, she can get that UVB lighting that she needs. But I will do a complete tour of this in a separate video for people that are purely here to see the bearded dragon and sort of reptile content. But that will definitely be released within the next couple of weeks too. Well, that pretty much sums up this video for today. I just wanted to pretty much get out and update for you guys on how the fish room looks at the moment, what's been happening, because I have been doing a lot of shorts and community posts of the different layout, but I just wanted to get a video out there just because I know a lot of people do like to have that one-on-one sort of view of what's happening, so I'm glad I put this out. Now remember, we do have another nano aquarium that will be coming in probably 3 weeks for that spot in the wardrobe, and I will be doing a complete planted sort of scape video like MD Fish Tanks does for that aquarium there. It won't be nowhere near as good as MD Fish Tanks, but I do want to get out a aquarium build just because I don't really do them that often, but I really love watching other people do them, and quite recently I realized that a lot of people do like seeing my scapes. So if you are interested in seeing that and you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button just so you can see that when it is released. Now remember, if you haven't already, feel free to go join the members only section. A lot of the members have already seen what has been happening within this room, and they will obviously see content that doesn't really get released to the general public, and they also will see videos first that you guys are seeing now. So if you are interested in joining, go hit that join button. It's only $3.99 per month. It helps support me, it supports the animals that I have now, and it just helps me get out more content for you guys. So obviously the more money that I'm making, I can work less shifts at the job I'm at now, and it just means I get to put out more content for you guys. But I do hope that you did enjoy this video. Now remember, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in a later video. Bye guys.